Hey guys, we're Ellis and Johnson.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Kyle. And we're here to take you around the world with us.
Through our high times,
Our low times,
our sassy times,
our fun times,
and we can't wait to bring you all along.
and show you all of our mistakes that we make along the way.
There's a lot.
We make quite a few. Hello everyone, and welcome to Chiang Mai, exploring how to get around and how to travel Chiang Mai.
We had such an amazing time at the Yipeng Festival, and if you haven't watched those videos, make sure you go and watch them, parts 1 and part 2. But in this vlog, we're going to show you more about Chiang Mai.
We're going to tell you the prices, how to get around, what to do, things to see, where to eat, where to stay, how we book all these places, an information bomb for you guys.
Where is Chiang Mai?
So Chiang Mai is in the north of Thailand, in the Mae Hon Son province. It is directly underneath Pai and also underneath Chiang Rai.
We are in Thailand, so the currency is Thai baht. Currently, if I quickly check it now, you're looking at £1 is 41 Thai baht.
As soon as we get to somewhere, wherever it is, whether it's in Thailand, whether it's in Cambodia, whether it's in the north of Thailand or the south of Thailand, we need to work out how expensive things are. So the best way to work it out is by water prices. Now, annoyingly, there aren't places to fill up your water, especially because tap water isn't drinkable. You have to purchase bottled water. Now, please buy the larger bottles of water rather than the small ones for convenience that fit in your bag, because it just saves plastic, it saves the planet and saves the world.
It's a really great way to kind of get an idea of how expensive either the city or the country you're in is by the big bottles of water. So we arrived in Chiang Mai and we found out that the big bottle of water ranges between 14 baht to 20 baht.
Yes, which is extremely cheap. It's about 34p in English money. So, I mean, for a 1.5 litre or 2 litre sometimes. Sometimes you can go for Nestle if you want to, but Dasani is the main one and we definitely recommend it. Little tip, always check that you can break seal, because there have been known sometimes where they just fill it up with the tap water and then put it in the fridge and try and sell it on. Isn't really the cleanest or the best. So, how do you get to Chiang Mai?
There are many options. You can fly from Bangkok, you can get a train, the train to be precise, from Bangkok, or like we did, you can catch the bus.
So one way that we book all our transport is through Bookaway or 12 or 12 Go Asia. These are the two companies that we always use. They both have apps, but we definitely prefer Bookaway because they have a customer support center on either Facebook Messenger or on email, which we find their rapid responses. Especially the Messenger, we have before contacted them and within the hour they've replied to our queries or any questions, even in an emergency case, whatever time of day that might be, they have been there ready to help. As soon as you go onto the Bookaway app, you put in where you are, where you want to go, and what date you want to go. It then tells you all the prices, all the companies, all the transport options, whether it's a large coach or a minivan. We definitely prefer the coaches because they make you a little bit less travel sick. They feel like, yeah, because the large coaches, they can't really turn the corner when other cars are coming and sort of overtake when it's completely wrong and you might crash and die and burn.
Which has nearly happened.
It has nearly happened on minibuses, but some places, like for example on the way from Chiang Mai, you have to get a minivan. So good luck to yourselves. We get to Chiang Mai, it's about a 10 to 11 hour journey, and as soon as you get off, there are tuk-tuk drivers, there are taxis right there. I mean, sometimes they even come on the bus to try and get you to get on
where you going.
But you're well within your rights, of course, to say, just let me compose myself, I will talk to you outside. We have found that the prices are immediately halved or cheaper if you just walk outside the bus station and get a private tuk-tuk, one that you've just found. Definitely a good travel tip to save yourself some money.
One of the best things we have found since being here in Asia is the Grab app.
Grab is literally our savior. You can get it for transport, or you can get it for food, which is amazing. It's basically Uber. So straight on the app, you can get the transport. It will tell you all the Grab drivers in the location. You say where you want to go. It gives you a price. It even gives you a degree of comfort. So whether you want to get a Grab bike, we thought it was just for one person, but actually you can get up to 3 people.
It depends on the driver whether they're happy to do it or not, but most are.
Yeah, just chuck you on the back, sit on the tire, whatever.
On the handlebars.
Like an on bum. Or you can then get a Grab car. You can get a Grab luxury car. You can then get a Grab limousine. There are so many different versions. Grab that one we haven't got, neither have we got the limousine. So it is amazing, and sometimes you can do a journey of like 30 minutes for about £1, sometimes £2 depending on the city, if it's a city or not. But it is so cheap, and really kudos for those people who are still like, no, I'm gonna walk and save that £1. Please tell us how you do it. The next thing is accommodation, where we stayed.
Yes, we stayed in an amazing place called the Mapping Hostel, and it was 5-star for community. It's not a 5-star resort. It has what you need. It doesn't have everything, but it was just an incredible all-round experience to be there.
So the Mapping Hostel is just on the other side of the river, outside the historic centre of Chiang Mai. Now, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to walk to the historic centre. Just over the bridge is the Iron Bridge, is the main one that's close. And that's sort of where the Yipeng Festival, the Loi Krathong Festival, the main things happen around this river. So again, if you haven't seen it, subscribe to our channel, check out the last 2 vlogs on the Yipeng Festival, because it was the best experience of our life.
It was amazing.
It was absolutely incredible, part 1 and part 2. So our hostel, the Mapping Hostel, was run by Julian and his girlfriend, who was a Chinese lady, and they were absolutely lovely. And they had a dog, Whitey, which was amazing. And it was also, the receptionist was called May, and the housekeeper was absolutely incredible. She was lovely.
And May brings her cat to work.
Yes, oh, just love her. It was amazing. It isn't the cleanest place. There are cockroaches. The kitchen isn't the nicest. I do have to say, we didn't actually cook there because the street food is so incredible. You just don't need to cook there. But still, for those people who are like, I'm going to save 10p, you can cook there. There are facilities. You can also dry your clothes there, which was amazing, and wash your clothes. It was a really great place.
It was probably the only hostel we've been at which not only did they provide a washing machine which you paid to use, but also provided an ability to dry your clothes, hang them on a washing line.
Oh,
I carry my own washing line, yes, I am that person. It doesn't fit everything on, but they had the space and the resources to do it, so thank you.
A dorm room, a couple dorm rooms that you can sleep in, a couple private rooms as well if you are a couple, or if you're friends who just want your own bit of space, or whatever you might be. Or if you're just a single person, you think, no, I'm going to have a double bed.
It's myself.
Good, yeah. And then there's also some camping almost options.
I think, do they
where
call
you
tents?
I think they're called tents, and it's just a mattress next to everyone else. There are lockers underneath with a mozzie net, and you're just outside in the elements. I mean,
there are dividers, so you aren't like sleeping with strangers.
As you go further down towards the river, there are 2 sort of pagodas almost, where you can go and sit, you can chill out, you can play some cards and some dice. We did with some of our friends, and it was lovely. There are places right by the river, you can do some yoga. It's just a great place just to come out of the city and just relax, and you're in nature. But 2 seconds down the road, there's a Starbucks. I mean, it is just incredible. You feel like you're finally in Asia.
Would you return?
Absolutely.
And we have already returned.
We did. A couple of weeks later, we then returned back to the Mapping Hostel because there was nothing wrong with it. We don't mind if things aren't necessarily the cleanest. We don't mind slumming it for a night, because the main reason, because of the price. It was £2 per person per night. So 80 Thai baht per person per night, which is just, it's the cheapest place we stayed in and one of the greatest places. Not for the luxury or the quality, so I'm very sorry if you are looking for a luxury accommodation recommendation. Definitely don't do the Mapping Hostel.
We're not luxury people.
But if you want to meet some just lovely people, just chill out, then you can go there. We're 10 to 15 minutes away from the historic centre of Chiang Mai, and that now leads us on to how to get around. So we've just spoken about Grab, but the second way to get around is ride a bike. You can rent scooters, you can rent 150cc's, 125cc's, a semi-automatic or a manual, but mostly it's an automatic.
And you don't need to be legal.
Yes, a lot of people, pretty much 90% of everyone, does not have a driving license. Now, whether it's in your home country, it does transport over, but only if you have an international driver's license, which cost us about £5 per person from the post office. Now, we don't have driving licenses back in England for motorbikes, so we're not legally allowed to transpose that over into Thailand. So we decided we're going to actually get a driving license in Thailand, because you can use it in all ASEAN countries, which include Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Malaysia, Singapore, all of those places. You can drive if you have a Thai driving license. And we're going to be here for a few years or so.
Coming here and back and forth, so it was
Yes.
the perfect idea.
Yes, and we will tell you later on how to obtain the papers. So in a couple of vlogs time in our Chiang Rai one, you'll see us actually going through the process of getting it. It's a little bit stressful, but stay tuned, subscribe, and you can find out our process and how we got a driving license.
We arrived, and I am not the best with heat or humidity. I absolutely loved our 2018 trip to Iceland in the middle of January.
Now we're going to live in Asia for a year or two.
And then Australia, which is even hotter.
Yeah.
It isn't that bad. You do acclimatise, but we do recommend your shorts and your t-shirts, your sunscreen, or if you can, the really thin, long materials that are going to cover your skin from the sun, but also keep you breezy.
Every single item that we have is sustainable, is organic, is eco-friendly to the best of our ability. Sometimes we have to buy something new, and in Asia it is very, very difficult to come across something eco-friendly or sustainable.
We found, obviously you can go to the main shops and you can, like H&M, they do a sustainable section.
And in the shopping malls.
In the shopping malls, but like if you're looking local and you're also wanting cheap, it's really difficult. We've come across one stall that's in Cambodia that was selling eco products.
Please equip your wardrobe in the best of your ability to be eco-friendly and sustainable. And also the clothing wickens moisture a lot better, we found. Organic cotton and things like that, because the raw materials we just find just work. There's no real way to explain it or describe it. You just have to try it for yourself.
It's more expensive, but it lasts longer.
So the weather is very, very hot. It's about 28, 29, 30 degrees on average every single day. And in the mountain, it is really humid. So you're just like, but you acclimatize very, very quick. I mean, recently it's been 29 degrees. We're currently sat in Borneo in Malaysia, and yesterday we went out, it's 30 degrees, and we went out in jumpers and trousers.
It was the funniest thing to walk around Krabi town with all these people turning up in shorts and vests
and flip-flops.
And I was in,
for the tourists,
a coat.
We were then cold because we have definitely acclimatized.
I think we had the aircon on 25 and we were shivering.
It's the winter season here, but it's also the dry seasons. They do not really have a winter and a summer, but it's just a dry and a wet season. So the best time to visit Chiang Mai or Thailand really in general, well, the north, is definitely between November and March, because you have the dry season, you also have incredible festivals over there. That's when the tourists really do come, but the prices really are ramped up. Definitely recommend coming to Chiang Mai in November. It's gorgeous, the sunsets are incredible.
Please do not forget your raincoats, as flash flooding and sudden rainstorms are a thing.
So Chiang Mai is historical. It's a historical city at its core. It has loads and loads of night markets and street markets and food and food and food everywhere. There are so many food choices. One of our favorites is Chill Square.
One of our favourite places to go in Chiang Mai is Chill Square.
Chill Square. Chill Square is amazing. It is a backpacker's haven, but also a local haven.
Lots of people there. You've got so many varieties of food and drink all the guava juice. Oh, that guava juice. To choose from each day, each meal, you can just be like, gonna go for this today. I absolutely love rice, so my fried rice game was very strong there.
And the dish of Chiang Mai is actually khao soi. Khao soi. It is amazing. It's like a coconut broth soup with dried noodles on top, noodles inside, and just heaven inside a bowl. We absolutely love khao soi, and it's really hard to come by outside from northern Thailand. So you must get khao soi, please. It is lovely.
Chiang Mai is a city, but it doesn't give you those Bangkok, those Singapore vibes. It's very relaxed. You've got everything you need, but in a very relaxed manner.
So, things to do in Chiang Mai.
Many things.
There's the Chiang Mai Zoo, which is very, very famous. It is absolutely massive. It's very well taken care of. And the animals they claim, we cannot say for certain. We did not actually go to the zoo because it's the ethical reasons, we're not 100% sure, but it is definitely something to do. So you're into zoos and you find out a little bit more information about how they treat the animals and things, then that is definitely something for you to do. There is the walking street and the night markets. In the center of the historical center, there are loads of lovely places to go around. There are parks you can sit in. It's a great place to go.
You go past the zoo, you can head to one of our favorite spots, which was the waterfall.
Oi Cow Waterfall. We want to say, please let us know how to pronounce it in the comments below if you do know. This waterfall was absolutely incredible.
It was amazing to be able to see, like, you saw locals swimming at the bottom of it, but you could also, it was very safe to climb up over and get yourself to the top where you can really see the waterfall coming over the edge.
We spent so much time there just relaxing, enjoying. We had a little paddle with our feet. You can hike up, there's a nature trail all the way to the top. You can see different viewpoints of the waterfall. You can walk up the river that's at the top. It is a great place to get out of the city and just enjoy and explore the nature.
We did take some time to just sit and listen to the sound of the water.
So the next thing we did was we walked from Hoi Khao waterfall and we went to Wat Phra Lat. This was absolutely incredible. It's a moss-covered golden shrine temple of heaven. It is absolutely incredible. It holds a very historical and spiritual atmosphere, I feel.
There is a meditation retreat which you can partake in if that's something you're interested at Wat Phra Lat. Amazing.
We got a grab to Chiang Mai Zoo, then we walked to the waterfall. We then did the nature trail and walked the road up to Wat Phra Lat. You can still get the red trucks, I think they're called. They just come past the road. If you walk up the road, people will pass you. You can either put your thumb out, jump in a taxi, or you can keep walking. It's quite a nice walk. It was our first experience of a jungle, so it was really worth it for us to go.
Sun was absolutely beaming down on us to really test us.
Just before you get to Wat Phra Lat, there's a brilliant viewpoint on the left-hand side. We met this French guy and he was lovely. We had an apple because my nephew Bobby loves it when I eat apples. So we had an apple and you could just have a look out over the whole of Chiang Mai. It was a really, really nice stop off because we were dying.
Very much.
From our walk. So we have just seen the waterfall. Now we are climbing.
We hiked to the top of the waterfall.
Yeah, to save us a load of money. It's about 493 baht. Ooh. It's about 493 baht to get a grab. We don't know how much the local tuk-tuk or anything like that is to get to the top, which is about £11. And we have decided that
we're gonna walk it.
To save money, we're just gonna hike through the rainforest up the road, and we've just come across a lovely viewpoint of the whole city of Chiang Mai. And now we are gonna have a little wafer, rehydrate, and then we'll carry on walking. We like to travel tough. We don't just spend a load of money on getting taxis everywhere.
Oh, we're actually over halfway. We've got 1k left.
1k left, so we're very tired. But we can do this.
We can do it.
Let's do it. Wat Phra Lat was then incredible. There is a welcoming temple. You go down, there's a moss-covered temple. There is, as Patrick said, a meditation retreat there.
It's an infinity waterfall.
Yeah, and people are walking down it.
And people literally just find a nice spot either side of the waterfall just to enjoy, because even from that waterfall are some more breathtaking views of the city.
There are the dragon steps. There's so much architecture to look at, and it's very, very ancient and spiritual. It's a brilliant place. So then you can either take a taxi, there are loads there that do charge an extortionate price to get up to the top, or again, you can walk the road, but that will take you a long time to get to the very top, which is Doi Su Tep.
It is a challenging hike. We checked it on the map and it said it was going to take us an hour. They didn't tell you quite the terrain of the route, but we did see some few people on the way who were like, good luck.
Panting.
They did try to charge us 300 baht for the 10-minute drive from Wat Phra Lat up to Doi Su Tep. So that was a big no-no for us. And we don't think we checked Grab, or we might have. Yeah, we did check Grab, but there was no one hanging about the area. So we decided to make the journey. Do think about the time you're going, because we decided to take this journey less than an hour before sunset. And the last thing on earth you want to be doing is that at night time. However, some people do it at night time, which we have known, to get up to Doi Su Tep for the sunrise. So it's not an unknown thing to do, but just know your limits.
The hike there was absolutely insane. You are scrambling, mudslides, you are climbing on trees, you are, oh my gosh, hoisting yourself up onto rocks. It was an experience for sure going through the jungle. You also get bitten a lot by mosquitoes, so please take mosquito repellent spray.
Wear your long trousers.
In Chiang Mai, there is a huge outbreak or epidemic of dengue fever. And one of our friends unfortunately had dengue fever whilst we were there and did not have a nice experience. So please make sure that you're trying to stay as safe as you can by any water, any high humidity areas.
Okay.
So we have just hiked uphill for about
Oh my god.
20 minutes straight, scrambling and with little to no water.
That was one of the toughest things
But
I've ever done.
we made it.
It's almost
We're not quite at the top.
vertical. I've got vertigo.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
need get
Just a
me
little bit more to
the tempo.
Doi Su Tep.
The hike up there, you still, though we got to the top and got to Doi Su Tep, you then need to climb a million stairs. That was okay. We just had to keep going. Our legs were burning, our hips were burning, but our glutes were looking great. The Doi Su Tep.
Doi Su Tep was perfect. We arrived at the temple. You do have to pay a foreigner fee of 30 baht, which at the time you're thinking, oh my god, why are we paying to be here? But we do understand we're not there to pray. We are there to just visit and experience it. So you do need to pay, and it is a lot cheaper than quite a few of the temples and waterfalls and other things that we have tried to do in Thailand, this is one of the cheapest.
It is incredible. When you get up to the top, you look over Chiang Mai and oh my gosh, you can see the airport, you can see the whole of Chiang Mai, the historical square in the center. You're like twice as high as the viewpoint that we mentioned earlier. It is breathtaking when you're up there, especially at sunset. We went at sunset. It was amazing. They had their evening prayer song that was going on. You had everyone has to take their shoes off as a sign of respect when you go into the temple. Unfortunately, my feet were quite smelly, so we had to walk a little bit quick.
Right in the centre is a beautiful golden what.
What means temple? Yes.
And the sun hit it, flowers that were around it. It was like picture perfect.
It was amazing. So then on the way down, we definitely decided to get one of the taxis that's there. We didn't care how much they were going to pay. I was thinking,
I'm not walking down.
there's no way. I mean, we just wanted to get down. So you do have to wait for 4 people at minimum to get into the taxi, and we made some friends.
You can make some friends. You can take the red cabs straight away, but obviously you have to pay the full fee by yourself. Or we joined this very lovely German girl and waited for a few more people to join us.
And I think we paid 150 baht per person to do this. So it was 300 baht to get down the mountain and into the historic centre, which is about a half an hour to 40-minute journey. Quite a long time. So then we thought 300 baht is definitely worth it. And yeah, we made some friends and we still talk to them now. Please, thank you. Thank you. It's incredible how you could just meet somebody in the smallest corner of the world and then see them in another small corner or a large corner, and you think, whoa, we're in a completely different side of the country, or even in a different country. So then we got dropped off in the centre of the historic centre of Chiang Mai, and we decided to have a look around the walking street night market.
Absolutely, and we did buy some postcards that we still have not sent.
We have loads of postcards for everybody at home, so if any of our family are watching this,
I'm thinking, they haven't sent me a postcard.
in November we bought them, we still haven't sent them, so I'm very, very sorry. You will be getting a postcard at some point in 23 or 24.
And now all the information that we realistically want to write to, it doesn't fit on a postcard, so we might have to do flappable postcards.
It will just be high, something like that. So the night market was absolutely incredible. There's loads of street vendors with food and gadgets and souvenirs and very, very cheap rings that please don't buy because they just go brown within the next couple of days.
Or the one thing that Kyle is obsessed with every time we go to a market is soap.
I love soap.
Is that, oh, should we buy some soap? No, because you bought some yesterday. Lush was our favourite spot while we're in the UK to get ready and collect all the bits that we want to take with us. However, Lush outside of the UK is ridiculously expensive, so don't go.
About 6 times as expensive. It is really expensive. We have toothpaste
Mouthwash
tabs, mouthwash tabs, soap, shampoo, conditioner, anything you name it. We have it all in hard form, solid soap form, so that it doesn't matter when we get on a plane.
Also, reducing plastic.
Producing a lot of plastic. So in true me fashion, I need something sweet after our hike, so I got a roti.
And Kyle, 9 times out of 10 will fill it with banana with either Nutella or white chocolate.
And then they serve it to you with a toothpick. They normally give us 2 because they think I'm going to be sharing, so I just throw that one away.
Firstly, he doesn't share. Secondly, I put them on it.
He doesn't like hot banana or hot fruit, so I always get hot banana or hot fruit.
And I always buy things with nuts in.
So that concluded our big day in Chiang Mai. You can do all of this in one day, and because we've just done the Yipeng Lo Krathong Festival, again, you see it on our channel, the last couple ones. This was our last day in Chiang Mai, and other than we had editing days and days where we just took to ourselves to have days off, this was all done in 24 hours.
Kyle got himself a fresh from the oven blueberry muffin.
Freshly baked, and now we just sat on the corner, some random cafe, oh my god, coffee, and we are having 2 big breakfasts, not 1 big breakfast, 1 English breakfast, a coffee, and so our next day we got up in the morning and we had some breakfast.
And yes, it's very important to dive into the culture of the places you're going to and really try everything. But after a week of our first time being in Thailand, in Asia, and we had already been away from home for a month, I just wanted an English breakfast.
We weren't feeling so solid in our bowel movements.
Everything was pretty free-flowing.
It was quite fun. So we decided we needed some bread, we needed some starch, we needed some Western food.
Why was it bacon and sausage?
Pat just wanted an English breakfast. So we decided to get an English breakfast at this most amazing cafe, and it was
just over Iron Bridge. If you keep walking, you literally come to a road where you need to cross, and it's just across the road. There's an outside seating area we chose to sit, but you can go inside, sit inside. They do have pool if that's what you're interested in.
So after we had breakfast, this was then our last day in Chiang Mai, so we decided we're going to get all the paperwork ready for our driving license. So we're on our way to go get a medical exam certificate to get a Thailand driving license for a motorbike. Now, we've been spending the last day or two trying to work out how to get this driving license, because it seems that you need to get this document and then you need to get this certificate and then you need to pay this person unnecessarily because they just want money, and to get it quicker you need to pay them more money. So a little bit not too sure, but so we need to get a certificate of residency, we need to get a medical certificate, we need a copy of our passport and our driving license with the international driving license. Then we also need to book on a test, do a 2-day course, and then hopefully we should be able to get a motorbike. So,
And then by that time we'll be leaving Thailand.
That'll be our 45 days over. But if you get one in Thailand, you can then rent in Vietnam, Cambodia, maybe Indonesia. We're not too sure, but we'll keep you posted. But more information on the driving license will happen in Chiang Mai. We'll explain every single thing. We'll show you the forms, what the websites are and everything. But that's just a quick overview of what you have to get in order to get that. So after Chiang Mai, we had such a brilliant time. Where did we go next?
We decided to venture up further to Pai.
Now, Pai is also in the Mae Hong Son province, and it is northwest of Chiang Mai. It is a very well-travelled route. Everyone goes to Chiang Mai and then Pai and then back to Chiang Mai.
Or stays in Pai for 3 months.
Or stays in Pai for 3 months or more, or 6 months, or just lives there, because Pai is absolutely incredible. So our next vlog, next weekend, is Pai.
So we have just got on our bus to Pai. So we have just got on our bus from a mountainous, twisted and turny journey. So we've got some provisions for the bag. What are you going to do?
Honestly, because I really wanted a nice fruit to drink and can't bought me vitamin B water with no flavourings.
I'm going to watch Raya and the Last Dragon.